Hey everybody, Ratchet here, bringing you yet another Stark commentary. It's going to be the losers match of Group D in the lost Saga MSL 2009. Firebed Hero is still throwing around some stuff, and still a picture of Bisu, former champion that's not with us anymore. But he's so pretty. Oh well. Gun and Crescent Moon, that's how you get met in the lost Saga. So yeah, we're going to have a matchup here. A PvP for you guys. And this should be pretty interesting from what I can see. There's an interesting picture of a lady, from what I assume to be a Stark or someone else. But yeah, this is going to be Doctor.K, also known as T, the captain of SKT1. Protoss player who hasn't really played much at all, and he lost the first match to Freeze. We're going to see overall how he does here. And here's Ro32 from the OGN Sparkyz. He's the young hopeful who unfortunately lost the match to Quano, despite playing, well, he showed some promise during certain parts of the match, but overall just didn't come through, and Quano kicked his ass. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So I was going to see how this continues here. A PvP on Carthage. This should be fairly interesting. We're going to have Ro32 in the blue at the 5 o'clock, and in red at the 11 o'clock we're going to have Doctor.K or T. I'm going to refer to him mostly as T, although I might call him Doctor.K occasionally. He's known pretty well by both nicknames, not like some people. I will not call Cal Gujila, and I will not call Free Pretty, no matter how some other people want me to. Very early probe from Ro32. Very early probe from Ro32. Cheese. We're gonna see some cheese. We're gonna see some cheese. We're gonna see some cheese. Right. So Carthage overall, I haven't. PvPs have been kind of not seen much, but now Pylon being popped down in a location that I definitely think T should be able to spot it. This could actually turn out disastrous for Rank 2 if this gets spotted. We're gonna see how early it is that Doctor.K or T sends out a probe. He's not sending out probe after Pylon. He's going to probably put down his gateway first, then we're going to see what it does after that. When it sends out scope right after that, now it should be a gateway coming up for Rank 2 that Pylon is now ready there. We're going to see what it does. Gateway and Scout. Right, Scout's right after the gateway, and I don't... Okay, and meanwhile also a probe Scout has been sent out by T. There's probes going to meet each other. And we're gonna see how Doctor.K scouts. Is he gonna scout straight downwards? Yes, no, yes, he is. In fact, Doctor.K is not. Oh, moving the probe back. He's moving the probe back. He's moving the probe back. No, oh my, no, yes. He spots the cheese. I never understand how these players just have these instincts. They just have these instincts. He was moving downwards. He was not gonna spot it. In response, Doctor.K has set down his second gateway to try to counter this, and now I think the second gateway from... I definitely think the second gateway is far too late. Oh! Another probe in another location, so we're probably going to see a double cheese from Ro32. I don't know really what he's doing, getting down his gas as well. Wow, possibly that second pylon is there to hide his tech, because I think that cheese was spotted far too early, and T is definitely going to have enough forces out in time to counter this as much as he needs. Now, first Zealot is out, but T is definitely going to have a Zealot. Yep, has a Zealot in time to counter that. So this cheese has now ultimately failed. Doctor.K should be able to counter this. Cybernetics Core being put down at that proxy location. And now we're going to see some Zealot versus Zealot, although there's going to be a lot more Zealots coming out for T than for Ro32. So what he needs to do here is to try to harass as much as he can, run around, keep that Zealot alive, just do as much damage as he can. Ro32 now starting to mine gas. No gas, meanwhile, out for T. So I think what Ro32 is actually trying to do is trying to keep that Zealot alive as long as he can so he doesn't get assaulted into his own base, because there's no defense at his own base. And of course, T now spots that with his probe, and he also spots the lack of a Cybernetics Core, so he's definitely going to know that something is up. A second Zealot now moving into T's base. T now getting his assimilator. He's going to need some Dragoons. That's probably exactly the plan that he has. A Citadel of a Dune actually being put down. That's wow. We're just going to see whether he tries to go for some quick Dark Templars or something. They're going to 3 or more Zealots now for T out there. 3 Zealots out against Ro32's 2. A third Zealot of Ro32 is now coming out. We're going to see Zealots just running around in circles, dueling against each other. Ro32 just trying to keep those Zealots alive and a threat for as long as humanly possible. And Doctor.K actually doing a pretty decent job of separating his own zealots, trying to make sure that Rank 2 doesn't get any free hits on those probes. And now that still of a do not being plopped down, we're going to see where it goes for Temple Archives right after that. I think actually that Doctor.K has been setting a probe into that location. Might actually spotted that. Probe. No, it's okay. He's not going to spot that out with a probe. He's not going to know that there is indeed a Temple Archives that are coming up. So a Dragoon also now out there with those zealots for Doctor.K. We're going to see whether the pylon goes down. If the pylon goes down, it's going to be bad. It's going to be very bad. It's going to be very, very bad. The pylon goes down, the gateway becomes completely useless, and those Dark Templar that are imminent are not going to be able to do anything. Trying to micro that Dragoon as much as he can, but he's Zealot almost dead. Now finally Zealot's not coming into support, but I think that pylon is going to go down, in fact. There's now that probe in there in time, just not in time. And, oh man, Rank 2 is going to have to plop down another pylon to keep this alive. Far too many Zealots, meanwhile now for Bolty. Gateway being put inside of the main there, and Temple Archives almost ready. We're going to see whether he gets out. He's putting down 2 gateways inside of his main. We're going to see whether he gets those Dark Templar out in time. If he manages to get those Dark Templar out in time, he might actually do some significant damage. He might actually take this match. And now has a Zealot as well as a Dracoon and a pylon inside of the base there. But a Forge and a Cannon response. So no sir, even Dark Templar. He has pretty much, I don't know if he spotted that, but he is ready for that. It's probably what he's figured is happening. Bolty has a cannon inside of his main, and that's going to completely stop the strategy of Rank 2's failed early cheese that I definitely think he should not have gone for. I think Rank 2 had a chance again. I believe Rank 2 might have had a chance against Doctor.K in a standard match, because Doctor.K is not that great of a player, honestly, so I don't really know why he went for the cheese, but overall now he has 3 Zealots, as well as a probe inside of his probe line. They're just going to kill everything here, going to kill as many as they can. I mean, probes being microed around pretty well, just now lost 2 probes, but overall it's just not going to do anything. A Dark Templar, meanwhile, now out for a Rank 2, so that's going to help clean out those Zealots, but the Zealots still killing so much. Just so many probes going down. Now finally also more reinforcements are coming in, and Dark Templar is going to prevent those assaulting forces of Doctor.K from going and doing too much damage, but there are now plenty of photon cannons inside of Doctor.K's base, so no, that's going to do anything. That Temple Archive is just going to stay there and not really do much. And of course this also adds the thing that Rank 2 has all of his tech in such a long, far away place. It's vulnerable once this game moves on. Robotics facility and more cannons meanwhile now coming down for Doctor.K. I thought I'd be calling him Bolty, but I actually find myself calling him Doctor.K. Now, just not enough forces out there for Rank 2. He now has those Dark Templar moving around. We're going to see what they manage to do. We're going to try to do some sort of damage, at least take out army units. Of course, Dark Templar run faster than Zealots, so they can kind of surround and do some damage. Now Dragoon's coming out, trying to take out just the regular Grand Force, but those Dark Templar definitely should be able to take them out. Just going to try to do as much damage as it can. So what those Dark Templar at least are going to allow Rank 2 is to keep Doctor.K inside of his base until he has some observers going, which I believe are imminent. So Dark Templar are not going to be able to do anything. Those cannons are in range. But with his robotic facility already out, the observers are just imminent. Cybernetics core now spinning probably for Dragoon range, and Rank 2 just does not have enough unit production for anything. This observatory almost ready now. Those Dark Templar just going to try to maneuver as well as they can, but they're not going to be able to accomplish any serious damage at this point, especially as soon as the observers come out. That's going to be it. It's going to be GG for Rank 2. I don't think he has really any chance of coming out with this match. He's trying to make more Dark Templar. Going to just try to do as much as he can, putting down another gateway. Just trying to stay alive in this match. But I just don't really see how it is that he can pull back into this. Another gateway being put down by Doctor.K as well. He doesn't want to get losing in production. Now 4 Dark Templars out there for Rank 2, but Observatory is now out. They're just going to run around trying to take out some Dragoons while they're out of the range of the cannons. But overall, they shouldn't be able to accomplish too much. All in all, no, Dragoon's being produced also, so apparently he's just going to try Rank 2. He's going to try to turn this into a more standard match. He's going to basically use those Dark Templar, but the Observer is not! The Observer wasn't spotted far too late. Rank 2 not spotting those Dragoons moving towards his Dark Templar until far too late. Those Templar are going to be forced to run away, and of course, thanks to their decent speed, they should be able to get away. And there's now a few Dragoons in the positioning there for Rank 2. He's going to try to meet these, and Cybernetics core still spinning. He should have his range upgrade ready pretty soon. He has an Observer. There's plenty of Dragoons. Doctor.K is going to be able to completely take this. Also going to take down his expansion now, and as soon as that gets going, he's going to take an even bigger advantage, because Rank 2 just simply cannot afford to expand at this point. Also, his tech at that proxy location near the what is that, 10 o'clock from the middle. It's definitely not going to be able to be far too maneuverable, and he's not going to be able to hold that. Doctor.K now moving out with more Dragoons, and Ro32 completely being forced into his base. And I'm not sure if he spotted that proxy location, but as soon as he can just skip even boxing him in and just go for that tech, and as soon as that tech gets taken